Hello, welcome everyone to FMC. I'm Jeremy. That is SP3. It is Tuesday, May 28th. I don't know why I have like the breathy pauses this morning. I feel like I sound like I'm in pain or something. I'm not in pain. I'm okay. We're starting late because if you've seen the new South Park special, we are dealing with the American healthcare system. And so that's if you've seen the new South Park special, or if you've just dealt with the American healthcare system, you know what it's all about. But the South Park special sums it up very nice. SP3, how you doing today, buddy?
I am doing fine. It is a fine Tuesday morning in the US. It is Tuesday afternoon here where I am residing in the UK, my home for this summer, as I'm on our summer vacay or summer excursion in the UK like we did last year. We're doing it again this year. And it's been fine so far. My daughter has already picked back up her English accent. She's been saying things more British as we speak, so it's been fun.
Back on the UK time, the UK is going to claim you once again. Have you seen Alex McCarthy?
I was with and then I was with for a Double or Nothing preview last Friday on True Hill Heat. I was with Benno and Joe Hobart, and I was like, "This is the Brit Rest All-Star team. They accepted me as part of the Brit Rest group. I am a part of the Brit Rest community."
Have you seen my pal Alex McCarthy?
Not as of yet. I have not seen Alex. I'm gonna hit up Alex and Saturday and set up a time to go see them. I hit up a couple of the Wrestle Talk guys to find out when I can go to the office and pop in on a live stream or a video for them. So I'm working everything out. I'm gonna check all the boxes. Even talk to Joe about finally meeting him in his neck of the woods. I got to meet him for the first time in Chicago last year. Now I get to meet him in his neck of the woods. We're gonna go to like a Rev Pro show. So yeah, I'm getting acclimated in the Brit Rest.
Sounds like a fun time. You can keep up with the NBA over there at 5:00 in the morning, which very much to keep up with right now. King Potato.
No, not much. I just have to watch the highlights in the morning because I mean the games have been fun, but
the games have been great.
When was the last time we had double sweep? Was it the Cleveland and Warriors? We had double sweeps in the conference finals?
I think so. It's the last time I can remember anyway. So that would make sense. Cleveland with Durant, or not Cleveland with Durant. Golden State with Durant and Cleveland with LeBron and Kyrie. I think that was the last time. King Potato says, ready to talk about Karl Anthony Towns being dog shit and lying about taking 1,500 shots a day. Like, he hasn't been good. So the games have been great. Every single game outside of Boston, Indiana game 2, which was a blowout, has been awesome. Like, we've had the 3 Celtics and Pacers games went down to the final 5 minutes. Every game so far in the Dallas and Minnesota series has gone down to like the final 5 minutes. Like, I think the games have been great. Unfortunately, we've had one sweep and we're looking at potentially another sweep. So the series themselves have not been competitive. I think Boston, we kind of knew they were going to beat Indiana. The fact that they've struggled says a lot about Indiana, honestly, the way they play, the forcing teams to defend them for all 48 minutes, just the style of basketball, the up and down pace. And I do think that was a detriment to them in like crunch time when games typically slow down. They're still trying to play very fast. Like, there was a play last night where Boston cut it to 2, and then Boston cut it to 2, but then they missed the next shot. And then there's like a minute and a half left in the game. And instead of slowing it down on the next possession, like, they just pushed it as usual and took like a 3 with still 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And it's like, in that moment, I understand that's how you play. Probably not the best shot to take. But if it goes in, everyone's like, "Oh, this is great!" Like they stuck to their guns, but it didn't go in, so it looks like a bad shot to take. But yeah, they play the way they play. It got them this far, and nearly got them victories over Boston, but they couldn't clutch any of the wins out. And then Dallas and Minnesota. Dallas has got Luka and Kyrie, and Minnesota, their defense has no answer for them. No answer. And Anthony
The last
Edwards
game
is
with them both dropping 33. I think that was like one of their better like performances as a duo since they've been put together. But yeah, it hasn't been much of a series other than the games itself.
Yeah, and Anthony Edwards has been fine. Certainly not Michael Jordan out there as he's trying to. It's not his fault. Well, he did say he's Michael Jordan with a 3 ball, so it's a little bit his fault. And Karl-Anthony Towns has been awful, just awful. Like I like Towns. That's the thing, is I want Towns to like do well. I like him. He's not shooting the ball well. He's not aggressive on attacking. And he's just, they need him to be the second best player, and he's not there. And King Tay says Naz Reid is the MVP of the T-Wolves. Naz Reid has been very good defensively or offensively. Defensively, it's very clear he's not contributing much. And like they're making him, they're putting him in hell defensively. And they're forcing him to make decisions defensively that he can't make. And they're capitalizing on that. Gobert's getting all the criticism and the hate because Luka hit the step back in game 2 and all this stuff. And Draymond clearly hates Gobert, and he's on the TNT show spouting all of his hatred for Gobert on that show. So I get why Gobert is getting a lot of hate, because that's the narrative that's out there. Gobert's not been top 5 problems for Minnesota, honestly. Gobert is who he is. He's been fine, but I don't know what people were really expecting out of Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the player that he is. He's a great defensive player. He's been very good defensively in this series. They're just getting beat by a better team. Luka hits that step back over everybody. I don't blame Gobert on that.
I just love Luka being like, "You can't on me, mother." Yeah. Oh my god, that might be one of like the signature highlights of Luka Doncic's career right there. But yeah, I mean, you kind of see like with how the series has gone. The T-Wolves in the offseason, it really felt like in that last series against the Nuggets, they had prepared themselves to beat the Nuggets. They made their team, they structured their team to beat the Nuggets, but they didn't structure their team to make it to the NBA Finals. I think that's the key, and I think that it also comes down to Karl-Anthony Towns. We've been down this road before. It comes early in the early rounds. I think that it's more surprising that it's come so late now, that now in the conference finals he isn't coming to play up to snuff. But we established during this playoffs especially that Anthony Edwards is the number 1 guy. So if he's not playing up to the other number 1 guy on the court, Luka Doncic, and he's not, basket for basket or putting up more points, having an overall effect on the game in the same way that Luka can, they're not going to win. It just is what it is.
The thing about Minnesota being built to beat Denver but not get to the finals, I don't fully agree with that, because I think it's very matchup based. They were a good matchup for Denver. They had the personnel to corral Denver and beat Denver. I think if OKC beat Dallas, I think Minnesota would have beat OKC, because then the narrative would have been, oh, look at the size they have against OKC in the playoffs. Gobert's dominating. Towns is dominating. Naz Reid dominate. Like, they have way too much size for OKC. Like, a lot of it is matchup based. It's not a great matchup for them because they have good one-on-one defenders, but Kyrie and Luka are just different scorers. And Luka, especially the way he manipulates defenses, the way he reads defenses, the plays he makes, like it's very tough to handle. Like you need, like Lou Dort did a great job on him because you need somebody that can play physical with him. And the Minnesota doesn't really have like Jaden McDaniels, good defender, Anthony Edwards, good defender. They're more quick defenders than physical defenders. And which is ironic because everyone is like, oh, look how physical they played against Denver and everything. But like Jamal Murray is not a physical offensive player like Luka is a physical offensive player. So I do think a lot of it is just matchup based. And if Minnesota had gotten OKC, then people would be talking way differently because I think Minnesota would have won that series because of the size would have probably been too much for OKC to handle. Maybe OKC would have figured it out and it'd be a different conversation. But I don't think they were necessarily built to just beat Denver and not make the finals. I think again, it's matchup based. I do think I think somebody put it in the chat, but I do think that like they need a second creator because Anthony Edwards can get his own shot. Anthony Edwards' first big like playoff run. This is stuff like defenses, just coverages he hasn't really seen before. When it comes to playoffs, adjustments are made and things like that. Players, the more experience they have in these situations, the better they get over time. He's 22 in his first big playoff series. But they don't have a secondary creator. Like Mike Conley is who he is at this point. And Mike Conley's not bad or anything, but you can't rely on him to be like your second bucket getter. Towns can't create his own shot. Jaden McDaniels only shoots threes. Naz Reid only shoots threes. I know they have more to their game, but they don't create their own shot is my whole point. Like these are guys that rely on Conley or Towns to set the table for them. They don't have a second creator, and you need at least two creators in the playoffs. I mean, how many teams in history won with just one creator in the playoffs? Like, I can't think of many. Like, if you want to really dumb down the Warriors and be like, well, Klay Thompson, but that Klay Thompson created his own shot. That Klay Thompson would get to the post, hit like a little fadeaway. Like it was not just catch and shoot Klay type thing. And we're also talking about historically great offense. Most teams throughout NBA history have a second guy who could just get his own shot when he wanted it. And Minnesota doesn't have that guy. Towns theoretically should be that guy. Like he should be able to take advantage of some mismatches. He really can't. Like or he doesn't, or he's just shooting poorly. And so that doesn't help. But most teams need a second player. All teams, I think, need two guys to get their own shot. And Minnesota doesn't have that. And Dallas has arguably the best guy. I don't even think it's arguable. I think the best guy getting his own shot. And then Kyrie, who is historically great at getting his own shot. So that's the series right there to me.
Yeah, you do have a great point there. And yeah, it just seems like they weren't prepared for that. Their defense is not as as vibrant as it was against the Nuggets, and ain't as good as it was against the Nuggets because it's a way different team. And Luka has just been playing out of his mind. He seems like he is focused on getting to the NBA Finals. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen when we get the Celtics and the Mavericks in the finals, because I think that will be an interesting matchup, and we'll see a more lengthier series than we saw in the conference finals.
We'll preview the finals next week because even if the conference finals wrap up tonight, which is very possible, finals don't start till next Thursday. So we're going to go over a week without a game, which is very disappointing. Like that sucks that we have to they have a set date for the finals to start instead of starting it just when series wraps up. So yeah, SP3's connection is bad today. Not mine, everybody. Surprisingly enough. It's
I already I already told you beforehand that the UK Wi-Fi is not the best here. I'm gonna be lagging a bit. I apologize in advance.
But the finals don't start until next week, so next Thursday. So we'll do our finals preview next Thursday. There's not a whole lot else to say about the conference finals. Like Dallas and Boston have been the better teams, really in clutch situations. Indiana hung tough. Indiana should have won at least one of these games. I have no idea how they lost game one. Game one was just an absurd loss to me. Jaylen Brown, that corner three, like how they like the turnovers in the clutch that they had were just mind-boggling. I mean, I didn't care either way. I don't have a rooting interest. But if I was a Pacers fan, actually I have a friend who's a Pacers fan, I would have been sick with those turnovers. Like they should have. I don't want to say they should be up 3-1 in the series because if they win game one, who knows how the rest of the series plays out. It's not as simple as, oh, they were in every single game. They had a chance to win every game. What happens if they won those games? Like, the butterfly effect of things. Like if they win game one, then Boston won game two. But then who knows how game three plays out? Who knows how game four plays out? Who knows if maybe Halliburton stays healthy if they win game one? Again, just butterfly effect on things. So I'm not going to say the Pacers should have been up 3-1 or anything like that. They should have won at least one of these games, though. At least one.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to switch
I
rooms,
agree with you there. Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. Shady says, Boston lucky as hell this playoff series so far. Pacers mental errors. God, I could not believe some of the errors they were having. Like it was baffling game one. Just baffling the way they turned the ball over. Just like easy turnovers too, like dribbling it off your leg, things like that. I couldn't believe they didn't foul up 3 either. Like I know Siakam was a little late on the closeout, but it also felt like he had enough time to get a foul there. Like they just mind-numbing stuff. Remorse Patrol saying Halliburton being out probably. But see, they played competitive these last 2 games. Like it's not like Boston blew them out these last 2 games. Andrew Nembhard played great. TJ McConnell played great. It's not like Boston went out there and just completely dominated them start to finish because Halliburton wasn't there. The Pacers, I said this in the preview, the Pacers know their identity, for better or worse. They know their identity, and they played to their identity. But I think that's just a big part of the playoffs, is just knowing who you are as a team. They got a lot of guys who fit well with that system. They play within that system, and you're not going to deter them from how they play. And that can be a great thing because it allows them to be competitive in these games. But like I said earlier, when you have the ball up 2 with a minute and a half left, like taking a transition 3, like taking a quick 3 in the shot clock just doesn't make sense to me. That's what they did last night. And if he makes it, like people are like, "Oh, good shot. Play to your strengths." But he missed it, and so it's a little bit easier to criticize. And I understand that as well. I did love their 4 verts play at the end of game 3, though. I don't know why they didn't flip Nembhard for Naismith on that, because Nembhard was shooting lights out, and Naismith literally didn't make a single shot all game. But I love the play design. It got Naismith like a good 3 at the end of the game. I'm talking about the game 3 where Indiana ran 4 verts to get a wide open 3 at the end of the game. That was a great play. It's a little better for now.
How's my connection now? Okay. Just wanted to check.
We'll see what happened. We'll see what happens. Could change. You never know.
You never know. But the Pacers have had good plays, and they've played this whole series very close without Halliburton for like 2.5 games. So it shows that they have a great team. They have a great system. It's basically they have to hold Mike D'Antoni. It's basically 7 seconds or less. And then you said it before, like they're shooting shots with a minute and a half left, and there's still 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So it's not the best way. They gotta kind of adjust it. I think that's gonna be the way that they're gonna play, and they're gonna be successful. But they have to adjust it that they have to be able to run half court offense of some kind.
Okay, the internet's not better.
Well, hey, I can only do so much. I can only do so much, guys.
I understand. I'm just letting you know that it did not. Once you started talking and going on, it did not get better. It did not get better. So I'm trying to get Halliburton on one of these shows that I do. I don't know, because I have a friend who has a friend in the Pacers who works for the Pacers. So they said after the season. Well, season's over. So
hey. He's like, hey, season's over, so hit me up.
So we'll see if we can get Halliburton on one of these shows. Maybe it seems like it'll be an in the weeds thing because that's a pretty big get. And no offense to this show, but I want people to watch that interview. But I will say if it happens, I might have to just kick Joel off of the show for that. And me and you will co-host that one. Because Joel have wrestling questions, but I don't think Joel's watched like a single second of the NBA season. So
unless they're playing the Toronto Raptors, which he should be watching because Pascal Siakam is one of the all-time great Raptors, and he's on the Pacers now, so he can ask some questions about that. How's it feel to be with one of the greatest Raptors of all time?
Siakam was very good. It felt like Siakam should have been a little bit more aggressive. I think last night, that's where, if I'm a Pacers fan, I'm a little upset. Like Siakam was just taking a bunch of threes in like the second half last night. He drove a little bit better in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, though, again, not a Pacers fan, but just watching the game, like, why is Siakam taking so many threes? Like, they were doing well when they got the switches, and he would just post up on like Derek White or Drew, just get over a smaller guy. But then he was taking these threes. Like, what are you doing? No, stop taking all these threes, Siakam. Look, the Pacers had a much better season than I think anyone expected. No one had them in the conference finals. No one. So they had a good season, and we'll see what they do moving forward. They're going to run back pretty much the same team. They're going to pay Siakam. Halliburton will be healthy, hopefully, and then they're going to continue to play this way. So Pacers are going to be a team to look out for next year, depending on what else happens. I've sent the link to our pal Cher Delaware. I don't know where she is. We can get into the challenge. There she is. Okay. She looks
here.
She looks frozen, so that should be fun. There we go. Hello, Cher Delaware. I don't know if it's internet cut. How are you, Cher?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Your kids are in the summer, right?
Yeah, their last day of school was last Wednesday.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to sleep in a little bit sometimes.
I mean, I don't get to still, but
that's no fun. No.
I'm still up at 4:45 every Monday through Friday. But
that sounds awful.
Yesterday, it was a holiday for me, of course, so I didn't work yesterday, and it threw me off all day long. I thought it was Sunday, and I'm like, I'm gonna be messed up all week now. I can't do this. But they're at daycare.
Oh, did you stay up until 5 a.m. to watch the great AEW pay-per-view?
No. So we were not going to watch it at all. talking to Jiminica, and I was like, my kids brought it up this morning, but they haven't brought it up since then. So unless they bring it up again, I'm going to pretend like I forgot about it because I don't want to watch it. And they finally did bring it up. And so when I turned it on, it was like the Jericho match. And I was like, oh no, this is terrible timing. We went back and watched a couple of the parts of it, and then we turned it off before the triple main event. So we did not watch that show.
Well, I don't know where SP3 is gone. He's
Isn't he in
step
the UK?
away.
He's
in the UK.
Doing UK things.
I switched rooms again.
Oh,
That's what I was doing.
keeps moving.
Different background.
How am I now?
We'll see. It was okay.
Okay.
For a while. We'll see.
We'll see. I had to. I was like, let me just switch rooms a third time or a second time. So see if that works out.
I'm curious how your kids do on the trip to the UK.
Oh, not well. So we're probably gonna take a boat back. So my daughter.
The way you said that, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, they did great. You go,
yeah,
not well.
Like, oh well, not well.
Not well. We already have to take like a special plane for my son because of like his travel thing, and then my daughter gets motion sickness, so
oh god,
I have to bring change of clothes for her and me usually. So yeah, I'm not doing that again. So I was like, we're gonna work on taking a boat back probably. Maybe that will work.
Just put them all on your back and swim. You got this.
I don't know how to swim, and she don't know. And my missus don't know how to swim, so we're assed out if that happens.
That might be less stressful still than trying to fly with them.
I have more experience on boats, so that's what I said. I was like, maybe take a boat
gosh.
back, a cruise boat. That'll be something, you know.
I haven't flown with my kids in almost 7 years. So they were 3 and 1 the last time I flew with them, and that was so fucking stressful. And I was like, why did I do this? I never want to do this again. Like,
remember, we were stuck in the UK before because we couldn't travel with my kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, always a great time, folks. Always a great time. That's why I'd be asking. Yeah, power driver finisher. That's why I'd be asking for little super chats. Need extra money to take a cruise. But yeah.
You want to set up the challenge here? SP3, by the way, to give everybody some insight onto things. We have our group chat and where we're always messaging throughout the week. But SP3 is like, I don't got much to say about basketball, but I got a lot to say about the challenge.
Yeah,
you've been having a meltdown about the challenge every day since it aired last week. Like every single day there's messages, and he's like, I hate these people. Like every
day something else came out after that episode. Like I vividly know the episode. Like not like last week when I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I vividly know this episode. I watched it once, but every single day after I watched it once, something to remind me about the episode happened and triggered me even more. So yes, I have a lot to say about the challenge. All Stars 4. This last episode, oh my god! Like, if you're a Cara Maria fan, this was like one of the most stressful episodes you have ever watched in your life. And I realized throughout this week that I may be a bigger Cara Maria fan than even I am a West fan, because like I felt like I was part of the Cara army with how much content I was getting with interviews from certain people, tweets from other people defending their toxic behaviors, and the whole isolation tactics that is going on with Cara is very triggering for me. You know, there was points in when I was like in school where I felt like I was kind of alone and didn't have friends. So to see it be going down on a reality television show with 30 and 40-year-olds. One
That's-
makes me question.
That's what I was gonna say.
Question
it's the
a
age
bunch
that does it for me. When they would do this stuff when they were all like barely adults, it was like, okay, they need to grow up. These people, most of them have kids and families, and like seeing it happen, it's like sickening.
Let's be honest about
really is.
Laurel and Nicole growing up.
Oh yeah, they still act the same.
These
because
are the same two who last episode, 2 episodes ago, fooling around. Oh, but you know, we can't go that far. Then fooling around some more. And it's like, oh, like, I don't really know. We shouldn't do this yet. And fooling around more. It's like they are still in high school.
Yeah. And I think that that's the issue too, is they get in this house and like, we don't know these people, but in the house, they have the mentality of Mean Girls, of 16-year-olds. And it's like, damn, like you were over twice that age. So like you got to grow. It's nice to not see Cara Maria have as much pain in her face as she used to have when they treated her that way. Like it's nice, but she shouldn't have to be like, oh, well, I'm okay with them bullying me either. Like, I mean, watching the old stuff back was painful. Like the way people just picked on her and was so mean to her, really for no reason other than she was just different. She was weird. And like that always hurt my heart watching, because she just wanted them all to like her and they did not. And now she's like, I don't really care.
And like, and it's also triggering because I'm also, like I said, I'm a Wes fan. I'm a Cara Maria fan, and I think one of the worst things Wes has ever done on the show was throw the whole leader of Soda on her, and it literally got brought up again last year when I think he was on Challenge USA, and they said, oh, you're playing victim, and then Laurel came out and was like, oh, you did that to her. Laurel, the things you have done to Cara Maria are far worse than getting a liter of soda poured on you. Like between this season, I've not, throughout the week, I've seen clips from free agents when Cara was hurt, when she got her wrist hurt, and Laurel's in a room with Johnny, Zach, CT, and she's like, I don't even care if she comes back. I don't even care. That's supposed to be your best friend at that time. And because y'all got into a small argument, you wanted her to stay in the hospital and be hurt. And this is now a decade ago. So, and then I see clips of like Invasion when she first meets Nicole, the whole genesis of what's happening in this season. And then I watched, I even did my research and went on YouTube and watched some of X on the Peak clips from with Laurel and Nicole to just understand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's just like, how is this the person that you are choosing over someone that has been nothing but a friend to you from day one, even despite you from Cutthroat, talking down to her, demeaning her, diminishing anything that she's ever accomplished, whether it's an elimination win, whether it's a championship win, anything you can do to keep Cara below you, that is what Laurel has done, and it's absolutely disgusting. And you have no right to even bring up the leader of Soda anymore because of what you have done in this season and how dumb you look with what happened after the season was over with you and Nicole. You look like the biggest idiot of all time, and I don't even care if you win. If you win, this is probably the worst win of your whole challenge career, Laurel, because you look like the most disgusting, evil person that has ever lived in the challenge house.
And I think for me too, it's like Laurel wants to be the victim when it comes to the stuff with Nicole. Like it's almost like freaking, what is that called when like you fall in love with your captor and stuff when they kidnap you? Like she acts like it's that sort of, like she's not a grown adult who can just not speak to Nicole, like it's not like they live together. It's not like they're in a relationship where she can't get away from her. She acts like she's the victim whenever Nicole does stuff to her, knowing that as soon as she goes back to her, she's going to do it again. Like every time that we're like, okay, here we go. But then it's like she takes out all the frustrations on Cara, who has nothing to do with any of it. And then Cara's supposed to be the bad guy. And it's so confusing to me because, like, Cara's just over here minding her own business. She's playing this game. She hasn't been on the show in forever. They were still talking about her when she wasn't on the show, talking shit about her when she wasn't on the show. And, like, Cara has forgiven Wes. And to me, that's the only thing that matters. Like,
exactly.
He didn't do it to me, so it doesn't matter. Like, if she can get past it and they can grow, and she's like, you know, he shouldn't have done that, I recognize that, but we're past that now, then okay. Like, it's not anyone else's job to continue to throw it in either of their faces and talk about it, because it's a situation between those two. Like, it was on TV, and that's the only reason that anybody talks about it, but like, it was between them.
And it wasn't even the worst thing that happened that night, because your reaction to it, for Paula laughing at what Les did, not Paula actually doing the action, you demeaning Paula was worse than the leader of Soda. So it's just like, it's just years and years, and yes, it's Stockholm syndrome, like a bunch of the people. It's very much Stockholm syndrome with her and Nicole, and this whole episode, and the fact that Laurel seeks out Cara to be her source of comfort in the house while she's going through everything with Nicole. And that's how we started this last episode. So to see how the episode kind of went down and unfolded, it was just so, oh my God. I was like, I wanted this week to rewatch the episode so I could give a more vivid recap of the show. I couldn't watch this episode again. It's so triggering.
Yeah, I just, it's really frustrating to see something that we all thought, you know, ended 10 plus years ago, 15 years ago with the high school bullying still happening in grown adults. Like, it's just, and I mean, I get, like, the bullying stuff has always been part of the challenge. Like, never my favorite part. It's always something that makes me uncomfortable watching it. Bananas does it. Like, we see people do it all the time. But to do it to someone that you pretend like half the time is your best friend, that's the part that just really gets me. Because it's like, Cara is too forgiving sometimes. And I think that there would be no coming back from that for me.
It's so childish as well, because just looking at it from a game context, they're clearly ganging up on Cara. That's very obvious from the game. Cara knows it. Cara is, of course, trying to, I don't want to say manipulate, because it's not manipulate in that terms. It's manipulate in the game strategy of, okay, how do I protect myself? That type of manipulation.
And it's basically what TJ told them on day one: get your star and protect it at all costs. That's what Cara's doing.
Yeah, so Cara is trying to protect herself, protect her star from how they're playing this game, to where she can try to make it to the final. So the game they're playing is, you poke there's a bunch of balls on a net, and you have like plungers, and you try to knock the other person's ball out, and you want to have yours as the last ball standing. So there's two heats. The first heat, Cam gets everyone aligned to be like, we want these people in the final heat.
Cam and Laurel, because we have the whole, they show us the whole big conversation between Cam and Laurel, where they basically are trying to manipulate everyone in the house to work against Cara, to make sure that Cam loses, so Cam can go into the elimination and take Cara's star. And like Laurel, whether Cam admits it or not, Laurel is manipulating Cam as well. Because she's basically like, oh, you can go against Cara and you can get her out too. And Cam's like, oh yeah, I have no problem with that. You are so dumb. You are so focused on Cara. You don't even realize that Laurel is the bigger threat to you, and she is manipulating you, because if both of y'all go against each other, one of her main competition to win this challenge is gonna be gone. So she is basically walking Cam to her own assassination. Because Cam is not going to beat Cara in elimination. I just want to let everybody know that off the top, because anytime they've been against each other, Cara's won. Cara with Marie in Final Reckoning beat Cam. Cam, you're not going to beat Cara after having a baby too. I'm sorry, you're not.
I think the only ways that she could beat Cara in an elimination is if it's a puzzle. Because Cara's not great at puzzles and Cam is pretty good at them. But yeah, Laurel's absolutely. And the thing is, that doesn't ever bother me when someone is trying to manipulate people to advance their own game, because that is part of the game. You have to try to, get people to do things your way. It's when you're not it's when they're all targeting this one person. If there was a couple of the people that were targeting Cara, it would be one thing, but they're mad at Steve for talking to her. They want to isolate her. And it's how old are we that you're mad at somebody for talking to this person? They really want to isolate her so bad, and that they get in her head, and they know she's not going to quit because that's not who she is, but that they get in her head and make her mess up, basically.
So here's my point of. Oh, go ahead, SP3.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so my point of it being childish is they do all of this to ensure that Cara basically loses her star. That's what they're trying to do here, because they're trying to get Cam basically an easy opponent to go into the elimination so she can take Cara's star. Cara, rightfully, is trying to defend herself and trying to explain, hey, you realize if this happens, this happens. Hey, you realize if this happens, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen. She's trying to logically explain why this might not be the best idea from a game standpoint, which I think we all agree she has every right to do. She should be trying, one, to protect herself, two, trying to explain in game terms what's going on here. Mm-hmm. I think if you just keep it game, I have no issue with Laurel and Cam trying to align and trying to get Cara to take her star. It's part of the game. That's right. Fine. All of that is okay. Cara trying to defend herself, all of that is okay. Where it gets messy is the way they go after Cara after that. And to me, I'm you guys have won. You have sufficiently manipulated. I keep using that word, and I apologize because I don't always mean it in the way of manipulation, but you have sufficiently moved the chess pieces around to where you were taking the star from her. You have won. You've got what you've wanted. She's trying to defend herself. She has every right to do that in terms of the game. Why don't you just laugh and be all right, too bad, Cara. This is what's going to happen, and move on? Instead, and I put this on our group chat. Laurel walks away as Cara and Nicole are yelling at each other. I did love Cara's. You need subtitles. That was fantastic.
You can't even talk. You need subtitles. That is one of the best birds in challenge history.
So Laurel walks away, and I'm thinking good. Calm yourself down, whatever you've been working on, and hopefully therapy, you remove yourself from the situation, you bring yourself down, you come back in level-headed, have a discussion. Nope, she walked away basically to hype herself up of all right, and now I'm going to go back in there. You go in there and you fucking scream at Cara Maria. You go and you give her a piece of your mind. And she comes back in there and just lets off on Cara. And I'm just thinking this is so childish. This is so I don't want to say beneath you, because Laura has proven the type of person that she is, but it's this says so much about your character. What do you do? You have won. You have gotten what you wanted in the context of the game. And Cara, again, she has every right to try to say, to defend herself and to be no, this, are you guys not seeing this? And you were just screaming at her, just be all right, cool, Cara, you made your point. Let's move on. If she wants to continue to call you guys idiots because you're being idiots in the context of the game, she's all right, we'll see. But they always have it's almost the, I don't want to say society, but you just got to be the loudest, and you just got to feel like you have the strongest opinion on everything to feel that you win any type of these arguments. Like, can we not? Can we just not?
And that's kind of how Cara reacted to her. It's like, you don't have to yell. Like, that was her response to Laurel yelling in her face. And I wish she would have stood up. I don't care if Laurel's going to still be taller than her. I wish she would have stood up and gotten her face like she did Nicole during the daily challenge. But yeah, the daily challenge just didn't make any sense. And like, JG is like the only one that's making sense. He's like, so everybody's just listening to Cam and Laurel. Even Leroy, who is on Cam's side, Cam's significant other, he's in disbelief that the house is just going to the whims of Laurel and Cam here. And remorse betrayal brings up gaslighting. We're not even talking about the gaslighting part. The gaslighting part comes in the confessionals. You have Adam saying that Cara's playing a shady game, so we're gonna work to get against her. How is she playing a shady game? We are 8 episodes into the season, and we have not seen Cara do one shady move. It's one thing. It's one thing if she is, protecting her star and trying to make sure every other person that has a star gets their star taken away from her. She is doing exactly what TJ asked y'all to do at the beginning of the season. That is not shady. That is not a selfish game. Y'all sound as bad as Nicole. And Nicole is the dumbest individual that has ever stepped foot in a challenge house. She has to be. Because Cara explained it very well, that if they take my star away, your star is going to be next. She was like, you're pissing me off so much, and what you're doing with Laurel, I'm not going to go after Cam for getting my star. I'm going to get your star. That's how it is now, because you are the most paranoid, insecure person that is in life. Because, Laurel went to Cara to basically talk about the relationship with Nicole, to make Cara a sounding board for her, which is okay if y'all have a friendship. But then when Cara is probably at her wit's end, we're 8 episodes in, so we're a couple of weeks into the season. So, and this is not the first time we've seen Laurel kind of gain comfort from Cara, but this is the first time we saw Cara actually give her advice and be like, maybe you should take yourself away from this. And then Cara in the confessional is saying, like, this is not the Laurel that I love. This is not the Laurel who's here for the money, for all the money at the end. This is a Laurel that's more concerned with Nicole than actually playing the game. And it took Cara and Nicole going in a fight where Nicole is basically once again insecure because someone's talking to Cara, because every single time someone talks to Cara, she's like, oh my god, they're in an alliance together. They're friends. They're friends. We gotta get them out. We gotta get all of them out. We gotta get Cara out. Like, you are so scared of Cara, and you're still in love with Cara. Let's be real. You're still in love with Cara. You still are upset because she seemingly is the only girl that you've tried to get that didn't reciprocate your feelings, and you are still hurt off of a grudge from Invasion, which was season 29, and we're about to start season 40. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. But we are still here doing this stuff, and she says Cara's playing a selfish game. You got Adam saying Cara's playing a shady game. Veronica's the only one who had an honest confessional, which is like, oh yeah, all these people going after Cara helps my game, which is true. So I have nothing against Veronica until she had to open her mouth on social media trying to defend Adam. So all these people are trash.
So what is SP3? You probably know this. Eddie is hating on Adam. Says Adam in the challenge is a bitch, hating on Cara because she's a strong woman. And then Adam said about what Adam said about Cara. Did Adam say
the interview? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on the Challenge Media podcast with our good friend Scott Yeager and Derek, and he basically said that people are against Cara because she has fans online that are very loyal to her, that stick up for her, that badmouth us for anything that we say, and if you're gonna be confident and push your confidence in front of everybody, yes, people are going to be against you. You sound like the most insecure, small dick motherfucker I've ever heard in life.
And that was basically what Polly said.
when Polly responded to what he said too. Polly was like, so a confident woman who has fans because she is a confident woman is bad. Like, and my thing is, all these people love Tori, and Tori's got a whole freaking fan club following behind her everywhere she goes. Like, no, it's because Cara is better than you. That's what the problem is because they're all scared of her. Tori doesn't win shit, and they're all scared that Cara's going to win. And that's what you were saying about Laurel. Like, you can't even feel bad for her because it's like you continue to put yourself in this situation. If I behaved that way and then went back and watched the show and saw the way that I acted, I would be like, do not ever call me again. I do not want to be on this show because it brings out the worst in me. Like, I need to refrain from this. She doesn't see anything wrong with the way that she acts and what she does. And that's such an issue for me. Like, I mean, I don't know how old she is. I think she's older than all three of us, but like, old enough to be able to self-reflect and should be able to recognize what she's doing, and she doesn't. And that's like, we don't expect anything from Nicole. Nicole's an idiot. Like, that's, we all just know that Nicole is going to be an idiot. But with Laurel, like, you want her to do better, and she just doesn't. And it's like, okay, well, at this point, I'm done.
Yeah. And then the other gaslighting was Cam, who first to Leroy, after she got what she wanted with the balls up challenge, like Jeremy was explaining, they basically made sure that Cara did not win that balls up challenge, and Ace and Avery won. And I'll get to Avery because anyway. But the Cam did a lot of gaslighting in this episode. First with Leroy, where she said that, oh, I never said I was going after Cara's star. But she thinks she told everybody that I was going after her star when I never said that. Like, are we watching the same season? Are we watching the same season? Then when she wins Cara's star, she said, Cara's been talking all this shit about me around the house. Please show us the receipts. Please show us some footage of Cara talking about you, because Cara has handled you turning on her so well. She was joking around with you after you got what you wanted during the daily challenge. She was like, oh, you got me now, Cam, but I'll get you next time. Like, trying to joke around with her and have a wholesome moment because y'all were friends, but you have turned on her so quick. And then you say, Cara's been talking shit about me and Leroy in the house. No, you've been talking shit about Cara since Cara didn't give you what you wanted.
Cam has
it's honestly mind-boggling watching this season.
Cam has been very disappointing.
Yes.
This season. Like, I don't know if she's even playing a good game. Like, politically, she's playing a mean game. Mm-hmm. But like, I didn't expect this from her. Especially Leroy's always chill. Leroy's just like, what's going on here? Leroy like kind of just keeps to himself and everything. And Cam is playing, she always plays like a relatively smart game, you know, Killer Cam making all these moves and everything. It feels like she's playing a game where she almost a little too much egotistical and a little too much like, I gotta prove that I'm the queen of the house type thing, instead of just playing a normal game and letting that come naturally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just looked it up, and Laurel is 39 years old.
Oh my God. Really?
Older than all of us. Older than all of us. God. Yes, she is.
Like 39 years old. I mean, that's just she's obviously never gonna outgrow it. Like,
no. Like, if you're,
that's just who she is.
And like, I agree with you guys of like, once you get into the house, it does feel like something switches on these people. Like, it's a reality show at the end of the day. If everybody's just kumbaya nice and everything, like, it's not the greatest show in the world. But like, there's a way to make this stuff entertaining without just straight up bullying and just being mean about everything. Like I was saying earlier, is like within the context of the game, stuff can be entertaining. Like Cara trying to explain everything is entertaining, and then them just ignoring them, fine. Like there's a big difference between entertainment and then cringe. And they are way past the entertainment bar and way into the cringe. How old is Nicole? Nicole is
33.
Well, she's at least got a little bit more of an excuse.
I mean, I'm 31. I don't give her.
Yeah, no.
I don't either. But like, I'm only saying that in that like, Ella, at least it's 6 years younger than Laurel. Like, at least there's 6 years there. But no, once you're into your 30s, it's like, yeah, you gotta figure this shit out and not be this type of person.
Well, and like you were saying about, I mean, in the house, you know, Johnny Bananas always say like all is fair in love, war, and the challenge. Like, I do think that there are certain things that it's like, okay, that's part of the game. You know, like there's gonna be one winner. So I can't protect you the whole time. I'm trying to win this for me. I didn't leave my life and my family to come here to help you win. Like I did it so I could win. You guys are my friends. If we were in the house, like if something didn't align where we couldn't work together, okay, we're each trying to win for ourselves anyway. Like I'm not going in there thinking, oh, Jeremy and SP3 are going to help me win this money. Like, no, we all have families and we're all trying to win. But you can do that without being vindictive and without doing the things that they're doing to people that they claim to be their friends. Don't pretend like somebody's your friend then, if you're going to act that way. You know, like if I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to help SP3, that doesn't mean I have to harm you either. Like if I'm like, well, you know, it's between him or this person and I think I could beat this person, I don't know if I could beat them, okay, but I'm not going to go around and be like, why are you talking to SP3? Like, and I guarantee you all these people are going to expect Cara to be cool with them after this. And that's what always gets me is they're like, well, it was part of the game. No, some things are way past the game, and acting like that where you're trying to isolate someone who has had known mental health struggles, trying to isolate her in this house after her boyfriend is gone. Like she doesn't have her boyfriend there. All she had were these certain people who she thought were her friends who are not now. And like you mentioned Leroy. Leroy's not ever going to isolate her, but Leroy's walking a very thin line because he also can't piss off his basically wife.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yep.
Okay, well, this person that I've been friends with for 10 years and partner, they're not married, so partner, like, I can't do certain things, so he's just kind of trying to stay back out of it because he does still want to be friends with Cara afterwards. And that would be the position I would take. Like, hey, this is really not okay, but he's in a really tough spot too. I mean, there's only so much he can do. Everybody else is just like, yep, Cara's going to beat us, so fuck Cara. I'm never going to talk to her. Like, them asking Steve, like, why he's talking to her. These people don't even know Steve. None of these people were on shows with Steve prior to him being on All Stars. Like, they do not know this man, and then they're mad at him for becoming friends with Cara and talking to her. Like, what? If someone ever tells me I'm not allowed to talk to somebody and doesn't have a legitimate reason why I shouldn't talk to them, nope, that person's my new best friend now. Sorry. Like,
exactly. Like, that's why I was telling y'all this week, like, I gained a lot of respect for Tina, because Tina like brought to light that Flora was like against Cara, and just by watching the show, Flora just looks like she's a freaking minion for Nicole. Like, Nicole called me mama, so I'm gonna be her mama, and I'm not gonna like the same person that she doesn't like, but she doesn't even know why Nicole doesn't like Cara. She's just making up reasons. Oh, Cara's a big baby. Cara's this and that. Like, That's the gaslight. That's all the confessionals these people are doing where they're talking about Cara incessantly. They are horrible. And then I told you I was going to bring back up Avery. Avery, you cannot have a confessional where you say, oh, I only won this because I'm a pawn in everybody else's game, and then proceed to be a pawn in everybody else's game. When you have an opportunity, you have the opportunity to go down to the elimination and beat Tina. Anyone of the girls up there, I think anyone would have beat Tina at this challenge, because it's jumping up and down on a trampoline. She got tired and winded very early on and doing a puzzle. I think Avery would have done very well with that puzzle. She wouldn't have got gassed out in the same fashion that Tina did, and she would have won her star. But she proceeded to then be a pawn. And I absolutely love JG, who's another one who's gaining my respect throughout this challenge, because he said from day one that Nicole is his number one, but yet he has not played in line with what Nicole has wanted as far as isolating and treating Cara like trash. He's been on Cara's team in one challenge. He's been supportive of Cara. We see him talking game with Cara. That's why he's gained a lot of my respect throughout this season, and he's played a good game throughout this season as well. And he even said it in his confessional. He was like, Avery can be the one and become a legend on the challenge. Make sure. He was like, me and Avery both talked before this season and said that this season is about us redeeming ourselves. But only one of y'all seem to be redeeming yourself, because Avery is just standing in line and just says, oh no, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to ruin Cam's plan. I want to continue being a pawn and getting massages from Adam and sleeping in Adam's bed, even though Adam had a girlfriend going into this season. So you just look horrible, girlfriend.
Who was at home taking care of his kids? His girlfriend was at home taking care of his kids so he could be on this show.
Eddie puts
cheat on her with Avery.
Eddie puts it as, I think we all agree, these people are too grown to be acting like children.
Yes, and that was like the first season or two of All Stars. They were all just so excited to be there. Like the Kindles, and like it wasn't as much of the drama. And I think then they were like, oh no, we need to bring more of more of those people on this show. And boy did they. So now it's just
and boy, oh boy, from the cast for season 5, it ain't gonna get much better.
Oh my God.
Get much better if you see the list of names on season 5.
I don't know. It's frustrating because my favorite part of the challenge has always been the actual challenges. Like the drama and stuff has never been the part that interests me. And the drama is bleeding over into the challenges on every single episode. It's just, damn.
It's at least better now. Remember we had this discussion with Cara and Paulie of there was the one season that it felt like it was 30 episodes long, but they had the couple episodes that were literally no challenges. They didn't have a single challenge. Yeah, it was like a full hour of just drama. And it's like, what happened to the show we loved? Like, at least we still get our daily and our elimination now. But yeah, I remember when they leaned super heavy into the drama. It's like a whole episode went by with no challenge. It's like, what? Huh? The show was literally called The Challenge, and you didn't give us a single challenge. What are we doing here? It's at least gotten better than that. The drama's always going to be there. I think the problem with this particular drama, I'm going to be honest about confirming our own biases. We like Cara. So I not to say that if this happened to anybody else, we wouldn't feel the same way, but we do like Cara. And so we're going to feel maybe a little bit stronger because it is Cara. And I think the other part of this drama is it does just feel like the childish part of it. I'm cool with like drama of like game drama and things like that. We see that all the time.
Always,
this just feels so childish. And it's also because we've watched it for so long. These are not like new people having new dramas. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's Nicole and Laurel doing what they've done for like a decade now. Like, what can they not, like, did they not have a new angle to play here? It is the same thing they have done for, we've been watching them for, I feel, over 10 years doing this. It's like, what are we doing with you two?
When it was just Cam being like, I want to get Cara out. Well, we all knew what that was. We knew that was because Cam knew that she wasn't going to beat Cara in a final. Like, when that was just what it was like, okay, well, like, we didn't agree with the way that she was going about things, but we got it. But it's just bullying is all it is. They're just bullying her. Like, they, bring up low blows, freaking talking about Cara being abused by Abram and stuff. Like, and Laurel does this every time. Laurel cannot get in an argument with somebody without trying to bring up the most traumatic experiences in their life. And it's just wild to me, especially somebody that's supposed to be your friend. Like, just saying things like that. Cara talked about, she didn't mention him by name, of course, but dealings with Abram when we interviewed them. And you could tell, like, that is still something that bothers her. And Polly has been very helpful to her to get past things, but like, that is something that is always going to affect her. And to be in a challenge house where this man is never going to get on the challenge again because of between what he did to her and his now ex-wife. He's never going to be on there again. He's not a good person. And to throw that in her face like it's her fault, like, I mean, I don't understand these people. It's like they walk through those doors and it brings out the absolute worst in them, and they continue to sign up for the show. Laurel's a vet now or whatever. I would never ever take my animals to her just based on like the type of person that she is. Like, I wouldn't want to give her my money because she's not a good person. She's just not. And some people just aren't good people. How do we have so many of those people on the challenge? That's like, are they just looking for the not good people? How are
I mean,
so
in
many
some
of those
ways,
people
yes.
on there? Like, and
In some ways,
like you said,
yes.
We are biased for Cara. Like, everybody knows that. We love her. We're so glad that she's back on the show. Like, we interviewed them, God, 2 years ago now? Like, we are so glad that she's back on the show. Polly's back on there and everything, but like, we're not saying she's perfect. We're not saying that she hasn't done things before that we didn't disagree with. Like, I don't even like freaking Jordan and Tori, but her reaction to the engagement, I was like, rubbed me the wrong way, but
in the long run, she was right, though.
In the long run, she was right. She was. and I didn't like her and Polly together to begin with. And I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. Like, I think this is going to, and here we are years later and they're still together. So like, it's not that we think she does no wrong and everything that she does is perfect, but like, looking at this from the outside perspective, these people are insane. Like, what are you even doing? And that's the issue, is they really don't think that they do anything wrong. You mentioned X on the Peak, and I watched that show. That was horrible to watch. And like, Jimmy was on that season, and Jimmy's like trying to be like, no, this is bad. Don't try to get back together with her. And she just like a puppy dog just follows her around like a freaking lost dog. And it's like, girl, have a little self-respect at this. And Nicole, of all people, Nicole, like, you don't have better taste than that. You can't choose somebody better than that. It's gotta be Nicole. Like, those are the two type of people that you imagine, like, one day they both just go off the deep end and just like freaking double suicide or something because they're like, we love each other so much, like, because they're fucking insane. They are insane people. Like, children.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like SP3 has. We'll get into as we briefly mentioned, because it doesn't really matter right now. Cam beat Tina in the elimination, stole Cara's star. Sorry to the chat. We've lost Tina.
Is Ayana out too?
Is she? Oh yeah, she is. Yeah. Oh, the chat's done. Sorry, chat.
Sorry, chat.
All right, so there we go.
Sorry,
there's
chat.
The chat
update
hates us.
for-
We always do this to them.
yeah. Do y'all have time for a chapter of 2 Out to Handle?
I do. I'd be
SP3?
up to SP3.
I do.
Okay. All right. We'll see how long the chapter lasts. I gotta switch my Wi-Fi, so I'll lose for a second. Once I can switch over.
No worries.
All I'm thinking about is how miserable it had to be
I-
flying with your children. I've thought about this the
my
entire
God.
episode.
It was it was really bad. Really bad, but we made it. But yeah, you brought up the War of the Worlds too. I look at that season totally different now. Who was presented as the villain was actually the baby faces.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough spot.
Man, so bad.
Maybe your daughter will outgrow her motion sickness, though.
I hope so.
I had
I
motion
hope so.
sickness, not like badly, but I had it a little bit when I was a kid, and I don't have it now. So hopefully,
Yeah.
because that'd be one less struggle.
Would be helpful. Would be helpful. She can't
Poor
even get in like a
thing.
car without getting sick. Poor, yes. Feel bad for her.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay, there's the Inception screen.
Yep.
All right, is phone screen up?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're at the beach, right? We're at the beach, and then the mystery person was coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You?
Me?
And no, because that's what because he was like,
That's what he
"It's
said.
you."
Oh yes. Oh,
And then
okay.
it
Sorry.
cut
Sorry.
off.
I was like, huh?
And we're
Me?
like-
What'd I do?
We're like, what the hell?
Yes. Yeah. They're like, you. Yeah. All right. So that's where we are. Chapter 14. When you're eye to eye with the note sender, you can't help but wonder if coming here was the right idea. God, I hope they force a mail onto you.
I hope it's Liam. Let it be Liam.
Is it Justin? Oh, me and SP3 are about to have the most awkward conversation ever.
I can't wait.
What? Oh, God.
Oh.
You're the one who sent me the note?
Oh. He steps forward with a small smile on his face. Hey, I did! I was hoping to talk to you alone.
About what? Jada?
Wishful thinking.
No! I want to talk about you and Mia.
Oh my God! What is going on? Justin and me? There's no Justin and me. I guess I'll laugh at him. I don't know.
You burst into laughter, as we all did when we saw it was Justin.
Okay, that's a good one. You really had me there for a second. You. What's this really about, Justin? Is this a joke or something?
Justin's brow furrows. He doesn't seem to find it amusing. Hey, it's not a joke. Just hear me out, okay?
Fine. You have 1 minute to explain what's going on here.
Justin sighs, and a look you've never seen on his face before, crosses his features. Hey, the truth is, you caught my eye on the very first day, Sam. I wanted you, from the moment I saw you. I know I come off like a party guy who's just a hero for a good time, but that's entirely not true. There's more to me than that, you know? And I want you to get to know me more, like, the real me. You stare at him, still in shock.
But what about Jada? You know, the girl you had sex with? You guys right away.
I guess, in a way. Jada, she giving me a lot of the attention, and I didn't have enough confidence to talk to you, so I gave in.
Bullshit.
I'm dying.
I don't understand.
Me either. I don't
understand.
either, Sam.
Why wouldn't you have enough confidence to talk to me?
Hey, like, everyone has an eye on you, Sam. I didn't really think I had a chance. You're special, Sam.
Oh, Jesus.
Something isn't adding up here. I agree. He was all about Jada from the very beginning and didn't give me the time of day. What are you saying this like you wanted him to?
Sounds a little jelly.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
He takes a step toward you and doesn't stop until you're merely an inch apart. Because I can't get you off of my mind. I'm trying for Jada's sake, but it's not working. I still want you as much as I did at the first day.
I hate everything about this. It's not because they're gay or bi. It's because I can't stand Justin.
He's lying. He has to be. What a bunch of lies. No way any of this is true. But why would he be lying?
He reaches out his hand as if he wants to softly brush it down your cheek, but then changes his mind and drops it. I swear if they force sex on you and I have to read this. I'm asking for one kiss, just to see if there's anything there.
This man loves to spend money.
And if there's not, if our chemistry falls flat, I'll never bother you again.
Whoa, kiss Justin. My reaction as well.
As you're trying to process what just happened, Justin starts leaning in.
What an amazing Tuesday.
Okay, let me pitch my idea to you here.
Oh, boy.
I think you should kiss him because you're going to lose the money, and we've established that that's our goal. 2, during the ceremony where they do the losing money thing, imagine the reactions when they find out you and Justin kissed. I feel that is worth it.
I would just like to state I just got a text that said, "Are my husband and SP3 about to have a date?" Oh God.
That's
I'm so glad we did
my
this
pitch
today.
on
What's
why
your-
you should kiss Justin.
What's
with
your
it.
opinion, Cher? I need a second.
I'm with it. I am just sitting here enjoying this. Do you know how frustrating it was to be in the relationship by myself on Love is Blind, me with me? I love that I'm not in this, that it's you two. And I don't have to be both people. I mean, I love chaos, so I think I'm in agreement. And I want to know what Justin's point is here, because this is so random. He would have been the last person I would have thought it was going to be.
I guess I'm gonna say stay where
Ultimately,
you are.
your decision, SP3. Oh, you said stay where you are?
Stay where you are.
Can't
Oh,
wait.
let's go.
I just want Jeremy to have to narrate it too.
What if he's right? I'll never give him a chance. I've never given him a chance. Maybe we do have chemistry together.
You're about to lean forward and close your eyes, but his next words stop you short.
Oh boy.
Hey, I bet you're a better kisser than Jada. And I can't wait to see her face when she
Knew it.
finds out. Oh.
Knew it.
What?
You back away and shake your head. What an asshole Justin is.
What an ass.
Wow, I can't believe I was so gullible. You're only using me to get back at Jada, aren't you?
Hey, wait, Emma, I can explain.
Forget it. I'm leaving. Oh, thank God.
You turn and walk away before he can respond. Oh, I really wanted that to happen just to see the faces of everybody else when like Justin and Sam lost money because they kiss.
Damn.
When you get back to the house, you run into Dakota and Liam on the patio.
Hey, Sam. Where have you been? Nowhere important. No way I'm telling anyone about Justin.
Like, why don't you join us? You can settle a debate. You smile and sit down between them, grateful for the distraction.
I'll help if I can. What are you talking about?
Like, neither of us gets to travel much due to our busy careers. So we're just fantasizing about our dream vacation.
Dakota here thinks a perfect vacation means a tropical resort. Kind of like this one. But I'm more of a mountain guy myself. I'll take my cozy cabin up north any day. Both sound fun. But I prefer the beach. But I'm with Dakota. Paradise is the sun on your back and the sand between your toes.
Right? Who wants to freeze their butt off in some drafty old cabin?
Hey, don't knock it until you try it. But I guess I've been outnumbered.
Like, either way, I don't have time to travel anytime soon. My job keeps me so busy.
She says as she's on a freaking
Same.
dating show.
She got time off.
Same here. It's so hard to get time off.
Oh,
I know I
Jesus
just
Christ.
did.
Like a tough boss.
On the contrary, my boss basically forced me to start spending some of my paid time off.
Okay, if it's tough to get time off, but you've been forced to take time off, then something's not adding up.
Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
I just like my job a lot and always feel like I'm missing out, you know?
Then it's not tough to take time off. You just don't want to.
This conversation is stupid.
Like, I know what you mean.
These two sound like workaholics. I think that they need to live a little. I think they need to live a little. I know life gets in the way, but it's important to take time for yourself. Explore the world and experience new things.
Like men. Liam puts his hand over yours. See?
It's even better. It's even better if you have someone to share those experiences with.
I swear.
Like, I agree with that. When you look over, she's giving you a heated look. Especially someone as adventurous as you, Sam.
They're both flirting with me. Maybe I should ask one of them to go for a walk on the beach.
Wonder who you're gonna pick.
Justin.
I'll take Dakota.
Me and SP3 are gonna have some very awkward
probably still on the
moments
beach.
this episode.
Thanks, Dakota. Speaking of adventure, are you up for a late night walk on the beach?
Her eyes light up. Like, definitely. Liam looks disappointed.
I'll catch up with you later, okay? Yeah, sure. Have fun, you two bitches.
You and Dakota stand up and together you walk towards the beach. As you dig your toes into the sand, you turn to Dakota and give her a smile.
So you're a beach girl, huh?
Like, definitely. I lived next to the water growing up, so I fell in love with the ocean at a young age. She turns toward the shore with a wistful smile on her face. Every time I look out to the sea, I feel like it's the first time. Do you know what I mean?
Can I relate? I love how I think you're silly is an option. But I'm gonna go with I don't, but it sounds nice. Not exactly. I've never had a connection with the beach like that. But it sounds nice.
Dakota sighs, then turns to you and meets your gaze. Like a beautiful night with a beautiful someone. What more could I ask for? You stare into each other's eyes.
Dakota is beautiful inside and out.
Like, what are you thinking about, Sam?
What am I thinking about? Kissing her. We gotta
What
lose
if
all the
dinner is her?
money. Then dinner it is. We don't know for sure, but either dinner or kissing her. I don't know.
I feel like kissing her is probably the safe option.
Yes. I'm thinking that I wish I could kiss you. But now that the rules are doubled, I don't think we should.
No, we probably shouldn't. But hey, it's not against the rules to hold hands, is it?
No, it isn't.
You smile, grab her hand, and start walking. That was disappointing.
Nah, that was corny. Oh, here we go.
You're
Shower
up-
time.
You're up early the next morning, thinking about yesterday and how much fun you had. Look at this man's
Look at
clothes.
this guy. This guy got the Rocks attire on. Holy crap. Final boss Sam. The more time goes on, the harder and harder this gets. I have genuine feelings for these people, and the last thing I want to do is hurt anyone.
A few minutes later, you step out of the shower. You're about to start getting dressed when a voice reaches your ears.
Huh? Is that Justin? Oh God, not again. And did I hear my name?
You move closer to listen in. Hey, might as well tell you up now. Sam and I made it out last night. So don't be surprised if we hear from Lana soon.
Oh my god.
Your jaw drops to the floor.
Wait, what? Did he say what I think he just said? He's out here being Booker T now.
Someone gasps, so you listen back in.
It's you, Cher.
Yeah. You kissed Sam? Are you taking the mick?
Hey, what? Are you a jealouser? I told you I wasn't into the boring stuff like the monogamy. Your blood boils as you head for the door.
Oh, hell no. No way I'm letting him spread these lies about me.
You storm out onto the cabana.
I'm going to accuse him of lying. What the hell, Justin?
Everyone turns to stare at you at once.
Why are you lying to everyone?
I feel like that's such a stupid lie because it's so easily disproven.
Yeah.
We never kissed.
Justin simply laughs. Hey, Sam, I think we should just admit it, you know? There's no point in keeping the secrets around here.
There's nothing to admit. Nothing happened between us.
So, you were saying we did not meet on a secluded part of the beach last night? You mouth at him like a fish. What?
Yes, we did. But
Dakota gasps, grabbing your attention. Why would you do that, Sam?
That's me.
Isn't... Oh, no, Dakota's
No,
me.
that's you.
Yeah.
I got her and Marissa mixed up.
Oh, fair. Isn't Jada your friend?
you don't understand. I didn't meet him on purpose. It was an accident.
Liam's
He's
eyes
not
narrow on
defending
yours
himself,
from
right?
beside Dakota.
Oh boy.
All the rule breaks have been quote unquote accidents. Doesn't mean they don't count.
Oh, mind your own business, Liam.
You stare at him in shock.
Are you saying you believe him too? Why would he lie?
Because he's Justin.
Right? He's not exactly proven himself to be the beacon of honesty.
Especially when he knows the truth will come out eventually.
Because he's dumb.
You turn to Jada with a hopeful expression.
You believe me, Jada, don't you?
She won't meet your eyes.
Poor Jada. I know how attractive Justin is. After all, I fell for him myself.
What are you?
How could you do that to me, Sam? You know how much he hurt me.
How should I respond? What do you guys think? I
We
don't
should
know.
start fighting.
Either plead with her. Yeah, I want to punch. I want to punch him in the
Yeah, start
I
swinging on.
say plead with her.
plead with her. Okay, I'll go with that. I wouldn't, Jada. Our friendship means a lot to me.
Why doesn't he just be like, let's just ask Lana?
Word.
Bad
Lana
people.
knows all. I wouldn't go behind your back with Justin. Please believe me.
Sarah suddenly comes up behind you.
I'm with Sam. If he said he didn't kiss him, then he didn't kiss him.
Yeah, bruv. How can we know Justin's telling the truth anyway, bruv? Why don't we at least hear what Sam has to say, bruv? Thank you.
You give him a grateful smile before turning and glaring at Justin.
I found a note in my suitcase yesterday morning. It said, "Meet me at the secluded part of the beach at sunset." It wasn't signed, so I had no idea who it was from. I was curious, so I went. And when I saw that it was Justin who wrote the note, I was shocked. He was the last person I was expecting.
Hey, yeah, that's all true. But you're leaving out the part where we kissed her.
We didn't kiss. He's lying.
Justin just smiles in response.
What the heck is his problem? Is he trying to ruin my relationship with the rest of the group just because I refuse to play his little games?
Clearly.
You look around at
I
all those
gotta-
somber
I
faces.
gotta get my charger.
Okay. Have to wait on SP3.
I think that he's almost defending himself too much. Because
I get, why wouldn't you just be like, let's talk with Lana? Lana, did we break
Yeah.
any rules?
if somebody was like, I got a secret note to meet someone on the beach, and then I went there, and then it was Justin, and he agrees all of this is true, but I didn't kiss him, I'd be like, I don't think I believe you.
The bad thing is we did stay because we did want to do the kiss. So
That's true.
Exactly.
it is
Exactly.
Sam doesn't look
This is
great
why.
here. It's not like Sam immediately ran away when Justin was there.
That is true.
Please believe me. I don't know why he's doing this, but I never kissed him. Bruv, I believe you, Sam, bruv.
So do I. Me too. You've never shown any interest in Justin. Kissing him now that the penalty is twice as high doesn't make sense.
Marissa steps forward and smiles at you.
I believe you too. Sam has been nothing but honest from what I've seen. Girl, do you not remember the shower?
Hey, he was honest about that.
He was
Oh my
honest
God.
about that. Liam scoffs, and you can see the hurt in his eyes.
There's some whores up in this house.
Oh no.
Who's getting the head on today's
Sean,
show?
you could be Liam. He should be Liam. He should be Liam.
Sean, would you like to play a
Oi!
character?
We don't even know each other that well.
Oh, Liam went from a slow person to Australian.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Now he's more annoying.
We'll finish watching Bad Boys 3. Goodbye.
Great.
Yeah, one
Just-
line, he
just
completely
good.
changed Liam's complexion as a character.
Liam just had an out of body experience.
Oi, matey. Justin has no reason to lie.
Oh God. Agreed. I believe Justin. That's not
Wow.
me. That's you. Her and Marissa look so much alike.
Like, agreed. I believe Justin. Dakota is a little bitch because she went on the beach with Sam and didn't kiss Sam because the rules were too much, and now she's gonna be like, oh yeah, but he definitely kissed Justin.
Yeah.
Henri hesitates for a second.
Oh boy.
You too, Henry? I don't know, Sam. I wait for Lana's verdict.
Someone want some fucking common sense. Jada nods, and you know she doesn't trust you either. You shoot the four of them a hurtful look. But before you can respond, Justin interrupts. Hey, all of this doesn't matter. Because of the truth that will come out. Any minute an hour.
So do you think he made out with somebody else? Justin?
Possible.
Possible.
Lana is going to give us a call and all together and tell us about the rule break. As if he summoned her, Lana suddenly lights up.
Here we go.
You eye her in anticipation, knowing she's about to come to your aid. Only she doesn't.
Oh,
There has
shit.
been a rule break. I do think that, yeah, it could be someone else. You stare at Lana in shock.
Did she just say there's been a rule break?
Yeah, because he doesn't know who else could have done it because he's the one
Yeah.
who does it every time.
You want to play one more, or are we good?
Yeah, we got to find out what the rule break is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, we'll do one more. Everyone is gathered in the cabana. There's a nice box on the table, but you have other things on your mind. You can tell people are looking at you, but you only got eyes for Justin. You haven't stopped glaring at him since you sat down, especially because he's got a big smirk on his face.
Just you wait, Justin. Lana's about to tell us the truth any minute now.
You tried to talk to Jada on the way to the cabana, but she completely ignored you. Even though you can't wait for Lana to speak up and clear your name, there's a tingling, upsetting thought at the back of your head.
But if Justin and I didn't break the rules, who did?
All right, who's everybody's guesses on who broke the rules?
I'm gonna say Marissa and somebody.
Oh,
that's
I
a
think
good
it's
guess.
Alex.
I think it's going to be Dakota.
Okay. Just then, Lana lights up and starts speaking. Good morning. I've gathered you all here to announce another rule break. $4,000 has been deducted from the pot. Look at this. Y'all got 141 remaining. Everyone looks confused.
Wait a second. 4,000? I thought a kiss was now 6,000.
Was it the holding hands?
Oh,
Oh shit!
so what would typically be 2,000 then if it's doubled? Like if a kiss is what's lower than
Yeah, I
a
have no
kiss?
clue. Groping
know.
or fond
Yeah,
petting,
maybe
heavy petting.
groping.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, bruv, that means it wasn't a kiss, isn't it?
Like jerking off can't be lower than a kiss, right?
Maybe
I'm
that's
sorry,
what-
I'm just thinking out loud here.
Oh my god, just the way you
Maybe that's
said
what
it.
you did. Just in case when Sam didn't kiss him, he jerked off.
That's like rough.
Sam, bruv, was telling the truth, just like I said, innit?
But what costs less than a kiss?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought I heard someone sneaking out last night at 2 a.m. in the
Maybe they went
morning.
skinny dipping.
Justin, did you?
You know,
Justin crosses his
Liam
arm.
just now bringing this up after he accused Sam of doing it.
Exactly.
It's a little, like, okay, bro.
Did I what? Before anyone can respond, Lana continues. The $4,000 penalty is for self-gratification. How is that less?
Right.
How is that less?
That's so
Because
weird.
it's not with another person.
I didn't know
Yeah,
they couldn't
but
even
I
touch
mean-
themselves.
It's not with another person, but like, I don't see how that's less.
That's weird.
Wait, what?
That's my reaction.
I can't believe it.
That costs less than a kiss. I'd be jerking off all over this house then.
Yo, if I'm Sam, I'm not messing with any of the people that didn't believe me.
100%.
Everyone suddenly starts talking at once. Hey, that's not true. I swear it was a kiss.
You tried to blame Sam to cover it up, didn't you? Had a little late night fun, huh?
Ha ha, you lied to me, man. To your
Andre and Justin are friends.
Apparently.
I thought, no, apparently.
After a moment, everyone turns to you, and you see some guilty faces in the crowd.
Should I?
I'd
What do
hit
y'all
him with
think?
the
I think I
told
should
you
go
so.
with "told you so"
I
or
would
"don't
too.
say anything" or "don't
I'm-
say anything." Okay, I told you so. Yeah.
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 You stand up and glare at everyone who didn't believe you.
I told you I didn't kiss him. You didn't listen. Yeah, bruv, you all owe Sam an apology, innit?
Seriously. You blamed him without even having all of the facts. Yup. It's obvious Justin here tried to use Sam to cover his own rule break. Didn't expect Lana to announce who broke the rules, did ya?
Why would you not expect this? It
It's
literally
not like she's
happens
done it every single time.
every single
did.
one.
She didn't even specifically say it was Justin, though, did
Yeah.
she?
No, she didn't.
Look who has egg on their face now.
Liam suddenly comes over and sits beside you.
No, you better back off, man.
Oh, get the fuck away from me. I'm really sorry, Sam.
I bet.
Oh, yes. Me too. Oh.
Me three.
I have no idea why we took Justin's words over yours.
He glares at Justin before he says his next sentence.
But trust me, that's the last time that's going to happen. Oh, I guess we were all jealous. That's the only explanation I can give. Oh,
Why did SP3 go underwater?
It changed my
Someone-
microphone for
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it
fine.
sounded like Darth Vader.
Yeah. I was jealous. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I'm ashamed for jumping to conclusions. Like, do you think you can forgive us?
I need time.
Just forgive Dakota.
Jada
Like,
hasn't said a word.
No. Like, maybe these men will stop bothering me if I don't forgive them. You shrug and look away.
I don't know. Right now, I need time. You basically called me a liar, and I need to process it.
They definitely called you a liar.
Yeah. All three of them look ashamed. You realize Jada hasn't apologized yet, but you are too distracted by Justin suddenly throwing up his hands. And whatever. Why is everyone acting like you're not sneaking it in the bathrooms? Lana just hasn't caught you.
Sit down, Justin. I think we've all heard enough from you for tonight.
I'm glad the truth came out. But wow, what a way to start the day.
Jada suddenly comes rushing over to you, her eyes full of tears.
Sam, I'm so sorry I ever doubted you. I have no idea why I believed Justin. I was just so gutted thinking it might be true. I wasn't thinking straight.
What should I do next? What do y'all think? Should I
You've
be a
been
little
friend zoned
more
by her.
forgiving
Who
with her?
cares?
Yeah, who cares? I'm just gonna nod.
You simply nod, not wanting to get into it right now. Everyone goes to stand up, but then
Oh boy.
Lana lights up again.
Jesus. Wait, what is it now?
Everyone, I have some good news for you. Is it the
Good
bracelets?
news?
I have observed collective emotional growth.
Bullshit.
Have you? That is the bracelets. And I have a gift for each of you. The gift is going to help you take the next step of your journey. As
You're a liar.
soon as she says the words, everyone glances at the box on the table.
Are we finally going to find out what's in that box? Looks like it.
Alex, please come and open the box. Alex slowly approaches the box and carefully takes the lid off. After a moment, they reach out and take their hand. After a moment, they reach in and take their hand out, revealing a set of watches.
They're watches.
Please put them on. Sarah quickly snatches them up and starts passing them around. Everyone puts them on except for Marissa, who seems to be having trouble with hers.
Wait, let me.
Liam helps her buckle it up, and Marissa smiles at him in gratitude. Lana then speaks up again. When two people form a genuine connection, they'll be given a green light for a limited amount of time. The watches light up for a second to show what she means, but they quickly go neutral again. When your watch is neutral, the retreat rules apply. When your watch is green, the retreat rules do not apply. Everyone gasps.
Oh, hell yeah. Y'all are about to see some serious growth over here.
She turns to Dakota and high-fives her.
Yeah, bruv, seriously. This is wicked, bruv. A free pass I've been waiting for, bruv.
He gets up and starts sending air kisses to everyone, making you all laugh. I will be sending someone on a date tomorrow night. As for who is going on the date, I'm going to see who is the most deserving. So I'll be watching closely at tonight's costume party. Like, what? A costume party? How fun!
Seriously, the night just took a turn for the better.
A costume party sounds like fun. But a date with no rules sounds even better. I wonder who Lana is going to send on a date.
Him pretending like he already doesn't go by the rules is fantastic.
The evening comes fast in anticipation for the party. And when you go to get dressed, you're surprised to find a rack of costumes waiting in the dressing area.
Oh boy. Oh wow, these are cute.
Like adorable. Sarah holds up a costume that reveals more than it covers.
I think adorable is the wrong word. These are sexy as hell.
Ha! They sure are. Ha. Are you wearing that one? Ha!
Sarah gives him a smoldering look.
Would you like me to put it on?
Holy, what?
Oui.
Mademoiselle. Oh, oui.
Oui,
Oui,
mademoiselle.
mademoiselle.
Sarah playfully smiles, then leans in and pulls the costume over Unray's head. The incredulous look on his face prompts you all to burst into laughter. Like, it looks amazing on you, Unray.
So beautiful.
Unray chuckles and bows.
He's not wearing anything.
Still wearing his swimsuit.
Ha! Thank you. Thank you. Ha! I think I'll pick something else, though.
Once everyone settles down, you start rummaging through your remaining costumes.
What do I want to dress up as tonight?
Oh boy. What is this hair?
Look at this hair. You got two
I've done-
boobs on your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, I gotta do that one.
I've done my hair like that before.
Gotta go with that one.
Do you want to be a sexy nurse,
Tarzan,
or a magician?
Or matador. Or I thought it was a matador. Yeah, I'll be Tarzan.
I guess matador makes more sense than magician.
Honestly, none of them are good options.
No.
Okay. This
I'll
is your
take.
look.
I guess I'll take it out. I don't know. I'll take
You
the
can
earrings
keep all
out.
the earrings and stuff in. Keep them all in.
Okay, bet. Sounds good.
You can keep all that. Can you change like your nose ring? Look at that.
Oh, I could get a different nose. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I like that. Looks like two spikes coming out of my nose.
Enjoyable.
I thought I already had a bracelet, but okay. Yeah, that one.
Another bracelet. Oh, you're gonna do a bow tie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Professional Tarzan. Or well, that would be more appropriate with the costume.
This would be more appropriate. Hold on. Now I kind of want to just see. Look at this nurse bow tie.
It kind of fits with the matador.
I kind of like professional Tarzan though.
Me too.
Let's go with that. Okay.
Oh god.
Once you're dressed, you pose in front of the mirror.
Whoa, Sam, you look hot.
Jade is dressed as Sparkplug Bob Holly.
God.
You think?
Oh god. Defo. You're going to turn heads in that one. Mark my words.
Thanks, Jada. And you look.
Let's neg her.
You're a
Ed, go for
bully.
She didn't believe us. She sided with
I was gonna say
Justin, who
amazing,
broke
too.
her heart.
She
I'm
believed the
not
guy
a
who
fan
broke
of
her
Jada
heart.
right now.
You look amazing too.
I know.
See, look at her. She has no remorse.
Well, damn.
I make a terrific flag girl. Now come on. Let's go have some fun.
She links your arms with hers, then pulls you to the door. The party is already in full swing when you arrive. All right, so let's see these costumes. We have
Whoa.
Professional Tarzan. Oh, sorry, SP3.
Everyone looks amazing. Is that the only word you have as descriptive?
Amazing.
You stare at all the costumes, unable to keep the smile from your face.
Here we go. This is exactly the change of pace we needed. Especially after today.
Yeah, whose fault was today? What happened?
Yeah.
Just as you're thinking of the drama this morning, you see Justin sulking in the corner. When he sees you looking at him, his eyes narrow.
Is he a gardener?
No,
I thought
he's
a
one of
member
the
of
village people.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's a
He's
member
a
of the village
village.
people. Hey, what are you staring at?
Flip him off.
I'll flip him off.
Yes, give him the finger.
You reach out your hand and flip him the bird. You're satisfied to see his eyes widen in shock.
Sam.
See, you could have been sexy nurse with Marissa. It would have. That's who
Oh,
you're
damn.
aiming at here. Like, you're
Why is she-
here.
She's dressed like freaking the maid, but not the sexy maid on Clue.
She has the choker to make it appear sexy when really it's just a maid
Yeah.
outfit. I
Of
think
course
that-
Sam's here. She's a cheerleader.
Yeah, I think it's cheerleader.
Like he would miss this.
Do you have like the option of not going? Just like, nah, I'm gonna chill in my room for the evening.
That would be the option I would take.
Yeah, I
You
would
grin.
take that option after today.
Especially, yeah.
You grin and check them out.
Very nice, you three.
Oh, thank you.
They all strike a pose, and Sarah puckers up her lips seductively.
We should be taking photos right now. I've never looked sexier.
Ah, please. You always look sexy. As Dakota showers Sarah in compliments, the rest decide to join you. God, he's Zeus?
I think so. Hi,
Roman
Sam.
soldier?
Aphrodite?
Hi.
Henri shakes his head. He's Rick Ross.
Oh. This won't do, Sam. You are under arrest for being too hot.
Shoot me.
He brings out a pair of handcuffs, and you slip out of his reach, laughing.
Yeah, bruv, not fair.
What is he?
Yeah, is he? I feel like maybe firefighter, but like Or
You're
coal
gonna get
miner?
burned going in like that.
I think he's a coal miner.
I mean, no, bruv. I wanted to be a copper. Confusing my.
I mean, no,
Ha
bruv.
Ha ha! We played rock paper scissors. Ha ha! Man, and I won fair and square. Ha ha!
He's
What
also
the
Roman.
hell?
He's the guy from 300, Leonidas or whatever.
Besides, you still get to show off your abs.
Spartacus.
Oh, big deal, isn't it?
Theo's being a little bitch right now.
Bruv, we are all showing off our abs, bruv.
A few people laugh, relishing the vibrant energy in the air. Jada takes your hand and starts to pull you onto the dance floor. Like, bitch, get off of me after what you pulled today.
Come on. Let's dance.
And you do exactly that.
Bitch, get off of me.
Oh, don't touch me.
You spend what feels like hours on that dance floor. Everyone is in a great mood, and you get to spend a little time with everyone. Theo sings you a song while you dance with Dakota and Alex. When a fun song comes on, you and Liam start a conga line around the dance floor, and you end up holding Marissa's waist. You can feel the sway of their hips with every beat, and you hold on tight, savoring the moment. Later, you also enjoy a drink with Alex and Marissa, and dance some more with Sarah and Henri, enjoying their teasing.
This is so much fun. Exactly the type of night we all needed.
Needing a break, you head off to the dance floor and meet up with Theo and Marissa.
I love your costumes. I think you two are my favorite.
No way, Sam. Yours is definitely the best.
Bruv, I'd have to agree, innit?
His eyes suddenly light up.
That gives me an idea, innit? Let's take a vote, bruv.
He runs out in the middle of the dance floor and gets everyone's attention.
Hey, everyone. Bruv, let's do a costume contest, isn't it?
Bro, SP3 went super flamboyant for the hey everyone.
Hey, everyone. Bruh. Oh, shit.
Everyone, to nobody's surprise, cheers.
That's the spirit, bruv. I'll go around and take votes on who you think has the best costume, bruv.
Theo soon starts making his way around the room. When he gets to you, he's smiling from ear to ear.
Before you ask, bruv, I voted for you, innit?
Shocker.
Aw, thank you. Who are you voting for, Sam, bruv? Marissa. Always Marissa. Marissa, sorry.
We still don't know what Theo is.
No, we do not.
But it was close. I could live with second place, bruv.
His grin tells you he finds it all great fun. A few minutes later, after he's finished gathering everyone's votes, he returns to the middle of the dance floor. I wonder who's gonna win.
And the winner by a landslide is, bruv, Sam, isn't it?
Shocker.
Your jaw drops open and everyone cheers.
Wow, really? It's not like everyone's liked me this whole time and then pissed me off earlier today. Thanks, everyone.
Jada comes running over with a big smile on her face.
Oh boy. I told you that you looked amazing. Well deserved, babes.
You walk onto the dance floor and strike a winner's pose. Everyone claps and whistles, and you can't help but feel special. Theo and Alex and Marissa come walking up to you.
Congratulations, Sam, bruv.
You had my vote. Same. You look terrific.
Aw, thank you. I've never won a costume contest before. I actually haven't dressed up like this in years. No way, bruv. Are you kidding, innit?
Why is this like hard to believe?
I costume up every year. I love Halloween, bruv.
Same here. This is totally my scene.
Alex shrugs.
It gives me a chance to cosplay as my favorite character, as my favorite video game characters. So,
Well, I guess I should get into it a bit more. This was fun.
speaking of fun, how about we dance some more?
And before you can reply, she's already dragging you to the dance floor. That looks like the bedroom.
Yeah.
You dance
Pretty
for
sure
the
that's
rest of the
bed.
night. You're unable to remember the last time you've had this much fun. You should be exhausted after the crazy night you had, yet you still can't get tomorrow's date out of your head.
I wonder who Lana is going to choose. It probably won't be me again.
Yeah, sure.
Probably not. But if it was, I'd want to go on a date with.
Oh, it says choose carefully. Picking your favorite contestant will set you on their path.
I mean, if I haven't picked her enough, Jesus, Marissa. It's like, how many times I gotta say this, Marissa? Even though we dance, I feel like I didn't get enough time with her tonight. Maybe if Marissa gets chosen for a date, they'll ask me to go. And again, Lana might have a say in that.
As soon as you think the words, Marissa comes and sneaks into bed beside you.
Hey, you. Room for one more.
Is there room for Marissa? Always. I guess I could move. What type of response was that? For you, I have all the room in the world.
Aw.
She gives you a sheepish smile as you scoot over and make some space for her.
How's it going?
Good. Tonight was a lot of fun.
I had a good time too. And this is the perfect way to end it. Lying next to you.
Marissa's eyes soften.
I think so too, Sam. There's nothing better.
You smile and grab her hand.
Good night, Marissa.
Night, Sam.
And with your fingers intertwined with Marissa's, you fall into a blissful sleep.
God damn, this is the longest chapter ever.
It is very long. The next morning, the whole group is gathered in the cabana.
Lana is going to announce who's going on a date any minute now. I wonder who she's going to choose.
Luckily, you don't have to wait long to find out. Good morning, singles. As promised, one of you will be going on a date tonight. And after observing your behavior at the party, I've chosen. She makes a pause to raise the anticipation. Marissa.
Wow, really? I'm so flattered.
She doesn't choose Sam.
Word, right? Wow. It's exactly who I was hoping it would be. But Lana will choose Marissa's date. What if it's not me?
All right.
There we go. Cliffhanger. There's the cliffhanger.
All right. We did have a super chat earlier from our pal Louis, who says SP3 Titanic funds.
Appreciate you. I wouldn't call it the Titanic. Don't want that, but thank you.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. All right. Cher, do you have anything to plug?
No.
SP3.
You can go over to True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Go over and subscribe. We're closing in on 15,000 subscribers over there. No live streams today, but I will be back on Thursday for AE Ramble reviewing AEW Dynamite with Jimmy Macaram. So, and check out our Double or Nothing review from yesterday with myself, Jimmy, Chris, and Josh. Where Chris ripped apart Chris Jericho's matchup, and Jimmy ripped apart various matchups throughout the show. So.
All right. We probably went longer than Zarian and Rich. I don't think they're streaming anymore. So I'd say go watch that show, but I'm pretty sure it's over. So don't go watch that show, or watch the replay of that show if you would like. We'll be back next week. More nonsense. Finals preview, Celtics Mavs preview, whatever else is going on in the world of reality TV and this game we're playing as we continue to try to lose money. Bye, everybody.